Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 374. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I am with The Watcher. What's up, Watcher?
Hey.
What's up, Louie?
Hey.
All right, so got to see Terminator Genisys. As I said before on previous casts, I absolutely loved the movie. It was fantastic. But I want to get everybody else's opinions on it, who saw it, and those who didn't. We'll talk about Jurassic World or whatever. Now, I know, Louie, did you see it? Not Louie, Watcher, Jack, did you see it?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
Yeah, I saw it.
What did you think of the movie?
I thought it was great. I mean, after the last two disappointments, this was a big step up, I mean, we had Arnie come back as the Terminator after, 12 years, and, there's really nice references to the first film. As a fan of the first film, the first two films, it was awesome seeing all those references, and they recreated all those scenes, and, you had the T-1000 there, and you had Kyle Reese, and the future from the first two films, and it was awesome to see. The way that they sort of respected the first two and then kind of created a new timeline was just really awesome. And you saw Arnie fight the big Terminator from the first film, and it was epic.
Yeah, it was really awesome how he fought the first Terminator, the second Terminator, the most advanced Terminator. I mean, amazing movie. Now, I had a theory, Jack, on this, and that being that whatever, how you see in the beginning of Genisys, they have a lift with all these like Arnolds and different Terminators going into, like, you're going to see the first Arnold go into the first Terminator, like in the Time Machine. Remember that?
Yeah.
I have a theory that they sent like many all at once to different time periods just in case they failed. And we only seen on camera the Arnold going back to the first one. But after they sent him, they sent a whole bunch, okay? Then we have John Connor getting there. So my theory is that whatever Terminators were sent out, right? Terminator 2, Terminator 3, even the female Terminator from the third one, right? Yeah. They're just going to appear in a new timeline. So that still happens. Like, that still happens. Okay? And what's the big difference is that there's a brand new timeline that's going to, wrap around the one that they originally went into. So, that's my theory. Also the fact that, it could be a situation where every single time they go back, they keep creating new timelines where there's alternate futures of all these different things. It's like you'll have this future A. They send somebody back in time to create future B. Then they send somebody back in time to create future C. And it's just like a never-ending, the only time it will change is if Skynet just doesn't exist. But I do feel that, we will see. We haven't seen the last of, this franchise. I mean, there's supposed to be 2 more. So I'm really interested to see what happens. And I also have a feeling that, we'll see John Connor again. Stuff like that, too. What do you think? What do you think, Jack? Okay, he's busy. But anyway, I went on a rant. There's nobody to answer my question. All right, Louie, how you been, bro?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good, man. Good. So, what movie did you see recently that you really liked?
Jurassic World in 3D.
So why don't you tell me about it?
I think it was probably one of the best sequels. I liked I'm not going to spoil it, but the ending was really good.
Yeah.
The graphics were really good. The story was good. And this whole thing about like it's supposed to be sexist because of the Claire, the character
That's
Claire, is supposed to be.
nonsense.
I think it was probably the best representation of a human person, like a proper character, because like she wasn't like guns everywhere. She
Right.
wasn't supposed to be like kick-ass hero, but when she needed to be, and when she needed to protect like the kids, she did what she had to do,
Right.
and I really liked.
Oh, I'm back.
Cool. All right. So what do you think? What did you hear what I said or?
Yeah, I did about the timeline, yeah, and the Terminators. Yeah, I think maybe that is a possibility because this is the start of a new trilogy, and we might see the T-1000 from the second film, and we might see the TX from Terminator 3. Because I think even before Genesis came out, they were thinking of getting Robert Patrick back. So I think it's a possibility that with the new Terminator film, the one after this, that we will see we will see the other films, but like in a separate timeline.
Okay.
And also Smith, the character Genesis Skynet, that'll be interesting to see where that goes. Because if you stayed to the end, there was like a little thing at the end where you
Yes.
saw, yeah.
I thought what I saw, and again, this is spoilers, but I thought what I saw was that someone was arriving from the future again.
Yeah.
So, and he was awaiting their arrival. Another thing that could create a brand new timeline again is the fact that they haven't made it and created John Connor. So when they do, there's a possibility that they'll have more than one child. They'll have maybe a daughter also, and it will be a completely different timeline. And that John Connor will be different, So it's going to be really interesting how they work this. I mean, maybe they'll work at that the timelines exist on top of each other, and they can just travel to alternates all the time.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how John, how they're gonna undo him from being a Terminator, because of course in that film he was like infected by Matt Smith's character and he became a Terminator. So it'll be
Right.
interesting to see what happens to Kyle Reese, and yeah.
See, the thing that's interesting is that somebody in the future sends Pops back in time to protect Sarah Connor, and it's erased who does. Now, from the perspective that we saw, Skynet takes over John Connor, but somewhere in the future of that, someone good sends somebody back in time to help out. So the future is not set. We don't know if Skynet took over in the future. It could have been, whenever we've seen the Resistance just get killed, but that's not the whole Resistance. So it could be a possibility that, something else is going on in the future we don't see.
Yeah.
So, because somebody, what was never really picked up on in the movies, somebody had the ability to convert the Terminators to be good guys. Like somebody from the Resistance.
Oh yeah, John Connor in the second one said he reprogrammed Arnie to save him as a kid.
Right. So that Terminator is going to come back. And also, we're going to have to see all the reprogrammed Terminators, because I can just imagine there's more than like 3 or 4. So,
yeah.
We're going to have Terminator versus Terminator. That's what we're going to have. So, all right, going back to Jurassic World. Did you see Jurassic World, Jack?
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was a really good sequel. It's probably the best since the first one.
Yeah.
It was, we really good characters and plot in it, and Chris Pratt, he was okay. Wasn't a huge fan of him. Dallas Bryce Howard was good. The story was cool. I mean, there were some things like the whole weaponizing dinosaurs I thought was stupid, and that kid who had a girlfriend was kind of a bit of a perv.
I think that, it's great that we had this summer where we had some surprises. We weren't sure how Jurassic World was going to be. I loved it. We weren't sure about how Terminator Genesis was going to be because, when Terminator Genesis, why reveal in the trailer that John Connor is a Terminator? It's like, like they didn't have to do that, I don't think. I mean, it would have been more shocking to see that on the screen rather than, So, I don't know why they did that as a company. I think that was a mistake. It might hurt them. But, again, I've been so surprised that these movies are all good, So, hopefully that stays the same format and we don't have any bad movies. I can't wait to see Ant-Man, see how that is. There's a whole bunch of movies too I want to see now. I saw the trailer of Creed, which is the Rocky spinoff. I don't know how I'm going to take that because I really love the Rocky movies, and I'm not really. I wish they would have did another Rocky rather than and just ended the series rather than do a Creed. But I'm going to have open judgment on that and see. Did you see the trailer to Creed?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What you guys think of it?
I just don't really see the point. I don't really see there's like a need for it. But
Yeah,
it looks good. But
kind of seems a bit pointless since Apollo Creed died in the third one. I think no, the fourth one. I think it was. Yeah, he was killed by Ivan Drago or whatever. It just seems seems a bit pointless. I mean, I actually saw Rocky Balboa in the cinema. My dad brought me to that. I actually saw the last one in the cinema, and I really liked it. I thought it was a really good close to the series, so I don't see the point in it.
I just would have wished he would have won. He should have won. I don't know why they couldn't have it where he just wins. Rocky. They had to make it like a draw, but then the other guy really won or something. It's like, whatever. But, again, these franchises will end. Rocky's basically over, just a spinoff now. Rambo is going to end with Rambo dying in the next one. The only thing that's continue on is, the what is the one that Sylvester Stallone does?
Expendables.
Expendables. Yeah, he's gonna keep doing those.
They were terrible. They were the worst acted films.
Hulk Hogan's in the next one, from what I understand. So
I watched the second one, and it was like the worst thing I've ever. It was just so cheesy and
right.
It was just embarrassing to watch.
Wow. All right, so that's going to be it for the Everything Show today, guys. I may pop in later to do a Real Beans cast if you're interested. We do have some massive news that we've been talking about for months and months and months. So we're going to try to do one in the afternoon sometime today. But have a great day, guys. Great to see you back, Louie. Great to see you, Jack.
Cool. Thanks for having me. First ever.
Check out Jack's reviews. He does fantastic reviews on these movies on his channel. It's the Watcher channel, right, Jack? Yeah, well, he has great reviews on all the. He's the Watcher. He has the great reviews on all these movies, so check out his channel and subscribe to his channel. All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.